Volunteers have packed these to-go bags with PB&J sandwiches and a few other goodies to take home. This is just one of the posters that protesters here will be carrying with them in tomorrow's march. Chants are getting louder and louder. Hands up, don't shoot. As the debate over traditional public and charter schools intensifies, to people caught in the middle of the controversy, it's not just academic. Now, world leaders are wrapping up their meeting here at the UN headquarters just a week after one of the biggest climate marches in U.S. history. And this isn't the last stop for holiday fun. The Garden has a ton of events planned for adults and kids, with nurses and physicians back at home in Liberia. They don't know when the clinic will be open, but are optimistic that it will be soon. Park Slope, Brooklyn, Bianca Flowers. In Liberia alone, Ebola has killed more than 1,500 people since March. It wasn't until this week that the virus reached BC Eder Abdullah's clinic in Monrovia. She opened the clinic more than 20 years ago to treat patients with infectious diseases.
When it did reach the capital city, and there was a lot of denial, a lot of resistance by the citizens and the medical professionals, we were not prepared.
After receiving an email on Wednesday that one of her staff members had contracted the virus, she was forced to temporarily close its doors.
We're getting ready for decontamination of the clinic. We will have to keep it closed for at least 21 days. Short meeting with Lynn too.
Volunteers here in her Brooklyn office are collecting protective gear to send back to Liberia in preparation for reopening.
We have gloves, we have a mask with a face shield because it's droplet, you want to protect your eyes and your mucous membranes. We have a gown that protects the front of you and your sleeves because of the exchange of bodily fluids.
Lynn Leverett, a registered nurse, volunteers at the Monty House, says there's a shortage of protective gear for medical teams, the most vulnerable to Ebola. Eder Abdullah's husband is planning to deliver the supplies in 2 weeks, but is unsure if he'll be able to return.
If the situation continue to, I would say, magnify, we may have to delay our trip. But right now, we do plan to return on the 12th as it is at this point.
Construction of luxury apartments is becoming a common sight throughout New York City. This 16-story building is being built by the Toll Brothers, a leading home builder in luxury housing. When it's completed, the 9 apartments are expected to sell for a total of $40 million. Douglas Yearley is the CEO of the company. At a conference for business journalists, he spoke about the company's shift from the suburbs to cities because of more opportunities and bigger profits.
We picked the right city. In the last 3 to 4 years, New York prices have almost doubled. And we're very, very lucky and blessed that this has worked out. It's incredibly profitable. We have a real name for ourselves now in New York.
New York City is known for its high-rises, but more often than not, apartments are being built for wealthy buyers, not renters.
I was very involved in the decision to go urban. It was a bold move for a farm field home builder.
And this trend in city living comes with a higher price tag. This 19-story condo, when finished, will range from $7 to $20 million an apartment. While the overall housing market is still in the flux, Toll Brothers sales topped forecasts in the third quarter. Sales increased more than 50% from a year ago. But the home builder has also seen consumer demand slide. Its housing contracts fell 6% as high-end home prices continue to go up.
What's happened is you've priced out a lot of the existing fabric of the society of the city. The prices here are really unaffordable for all but the very top of the market.
Multi-million-dollar condos have helped fuel the sluggish housing market, but the rising prices and low inventory for the majority of home builders has been a heavy burden.
We're kind of seeing this a bit of a lull in building activity. I think to some degree that's weighed on existing home sales lately.
The challenge for most home builders is figuring out how to spur sales in an economy that's still on the road to recovery. Bianca Flowers, Manhattan. New Yorkers' favorite train show has just pulled into the station.
I just think it's a wonderful exhibit.
The 23-year-old tradition, hosted by the New York Botanical Gardens, features electric-powered model trains. The tracks are laid to circle around 150 replicas of historic city buildings and landmarks. Each is crafted with natural materials such as bark and pine cones. The newest additions are marked with red signs like the Grand Central Station stop.
42nd Street and Park Avenue, Manhattan. That is so nice.
And everyone here is getting an exclusive preview.
Every single year we like to give our members the very first chance to see all of the wonderful new buildings that we have in the show and to sort of give them the first opportunity here at the Garden to get in the holiday spirit.
I always come on Members Day and always the first group because otherwise it gets too crowded.
The show officially opens to the public on November 15th. From American steam engines in the late 1800s to modern high-speed trains, the exhibition is a highly anticipated adventure.
We've been talking about it for the last week, and they could barely contain themselves this morning when they woke up, and they went right for their costumes and put them on, and we hopped in the car to come over and enjoy the morning.
While members took pictures next to their favorite landmarks, others reminisced about those that have been replaced.
Well, I know what's not here is the TWA terminal at JFK, which was here last year, and I have lots of memories of that particular. That was a Saarinen building.
But there are still many enchanting sights to enjoy. And this isn't the last stop for holiday fun. The garden has a ton of events planned for adults and kids from now well into the new year. Bianca Flowers, New York Botanical Gardens.